Hi, my tarot bumblebees. It's Anthony. Welcome back to my channel. Oh, hello. If you are brand new here, today I have a very special treat because I have officially been spoiled by the lovely creator at Grounded by the Moon. My goodness, when I tell you I have had a box of goodies, I am telling you I have had a box of goodies. There are so many decks, so many things to show you, all created by Grounded by the Moon, and they are such fun companions for the modern practical witch. So we're going to swap over those cameras and go through everything that was sent to me in this incredible box of gifts, and just a huge thank you for everything that was sent, and let's go check it all out. So as you can see, I have been completely spoiled. There is so much beautiful. I mean, like, this box was so big, guys. This is everything by Grounded by the Moon. Gorgeous card stands, which I will keep. I'll show you some of the cards. If you've never seen a card stand before, really beautiful. I love the dark wood. And then we have the Lovers and Cycles from the Major Arcana. So we're looking at two of the tarot cards there in pin form. Just leave that there. And we have a little cauldron, of course. So rad. And then these little crystals. And they're really lovely. They're really lovely sizes. I love the little jasper in this little pouch, which is adorable. I'm sure there's probably something like, if they were just a giftie, I'm not sure, but the crystals in the little pouch are so cool. These are different, what are they called, like plant spikes for your garden. You could also use these as elemental representations for ritual and magic, so that's really cool. But if you have like healing plants, protection plants, strength, courage, energy, and then again, it's all wood burned. That's so cool. If I'm getting any of this wrong, by the way, please let me know. I have gone through the package obviously to lay everything out, so I might not have been 100% correct. And if you can hear any noise, it is because my puppy Apollo has decided to use this time to come over and make noise under the table. So that is what that is. So then I have all my certificates of authenticity. These are really lovely certificates of authenticity in these. It's a really good idea. So I'll keep them somewhere very safe. I love this Witch's Garden Grimoire and Journal. So we have blank pages, but then we have this too. So the garden plant journal, you have the plant name, the Latin name, the magical uses, the zodiac signs it's assigned to, the planetary aspects, medicinal, folklore, history, care instructions, plant type, and then the light exposure, the element, and then some lined work so you can put a picture of it and your workings with it. Love the stained paper. It's got this beautiful gold trim. So awesome. And then also, because fancy, gorgeous green. This is so stunning. I love that so much. I got all of the beautiful pouches and these beautiful, I'll show them actually one by one. So we have the moon phases. I love this green, this teal, like almost peacock green. And it's also embroidered, and this way you can do a 3-card spread and have your deck in there and then wrap it up. Oh, I'm going to put charms on the end of these because of course I am. And then it also comes in this beautiful hunter green, which is another one of my favorite colors. Beautiful hunter green. Okay. And this chocolate brown. So these are all for these decks. So they match, which is what I'm going to be showing you next. So we'll start here. Volume 1, The Witches, Grimmoire, Oracle, Herbology, and Garden Magic. So this is for this one. Each one of these beautiful wraps actually goes with one of the decks, like the color. Everything is so gorgeously done. I love the sigil. It's so pretty. Access the magic. Utilize the knowledge, enhance your practice. Let this deck aid you in your journey while deepening your understanding and connection to herbology and garden magic. Like, look how everything is so beautifully done. May you open yourself to all of the profound connections that can be forged within our animal allies, and let their guidance and love enrich your spiritual journey. So it includes 48 cards, 1 invocation spell card, 3 spread cards, and 52 cards in total. Then we have the guidebook. Oh my gosh, that crack was so the ASMR that got me. I really liked that. So a little hard to read with the black. I'm wondering if that's why. So I got extra guidebooks in the mail, and I think it's because if you see, like, that's actually quite hard to read, like it's quite dark. That's a little bit easier. So I think that's why I got the extras. Let's see. Yeah, it is. Okay, so I will have a look through that. I mean, I don't mind this really at all. But I have pretty good eyes, but I appreciate that, that must have cost a fortune to fix, because I know how expensive it is to get anything printed. And that it was something where I was like, yep, I need to kind of get that fixed. Beautiful gold back. Love the back. Sorry, gold edging. Love the backs. They're this... I love wallpaper like this. If I had my own house, I would have wallpaper like this, but in a blue. Okay, and then we have the Spirits of the Garden, Garden of Reflection, Spread, Planting a Seed, Garden of Abundance. And then we move into the different plant allies. We have the element, and then we have the planet, and then we also have the zodiac. So the moon in Cancer and water. And we have that here as well. We have the name, and then the species name, healing magic, restore, repair, recover. Aloe. Definitely the best friend of any Australian who's been out in the sun, believe me. Now, you will find with anything that you come across for plants, animals, all that kind of stuff, you may not associate the same, say, like elements or anything like that to it. Please go with the relationship that you have with the plant spirit, okay? Just because anyone says that this is what it is, it never overrides your own experience. And any hedge witch, any kitchen witch will tell you that this is such a important thing, because if you're working with these allies, you're working with the spirits, you're working with the divas, you're working with these beings, you need to have that connection, you know. So I just know from speaking to people about the tarot, especially when it comes to the astrology in the tarot, people are like, oh, I see that it's this. And it's like, yeah, because, well, I've read that it's not what you said, say, in your course. And it's like, yes, because not everyone's using the same system. But work with the one that makes the most sense for you, and go from there. So it's the same thing with these plants. This is also would be such a helpful like learning tool as well. And I love that we've got the visual of the flowers. It's so cool. We have hydrangeas out the front. I love, 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 love jasmine. One of my favorite smells is jasmine. Shunaba. I love that these like invoke and celebrate success. Yeah, I really love the different rebirth and renewal, death, magic, and cycles. Yeah, it's really beautiful. Also like psychic magic, right? So this, for me, for example, mugwort, as someone who works with psychic energies and spirit a lot, this is absolutely makes sense with travel and being something that will get you to move outside of your comfort zone. But also for me, it's like very mystic. You know, we got Uranus and Neptune there. Yeah, that'll make you have some psychic trips. So this is really awesome. Put things in motion. Magical grounding. Love rosemary as well. Use it a lot in my cooking. So pretty. The backgrounds are perfect. I like that there's a shadow around the image so you can see it. Then we just have the sigil, so it's nice and easy to it's lovely and easy to trademark it, right? And then for each one, I know I bent the spine, Hadai. So we have raise your strength. We have a affirmation. I am capable of enduring and overcoming my obstacle, any obstacle that comes before me. And then we have the card meaning. So this is fantastic because you can use this as a study guide, as a way to help you with your magic, but also as a oracle card. So I just think it's like, there's so many uses to this. That is just very, very versatile. So those are the references and elements. And then references in the back here. I love this, very easy. So we're in Gemini right now, so I could have a look and see what's under Gemini. Then I can also have a look at Mercury, because that's the sun. Mercury is the planet that rules Gemini, so we can come over here as well. Love dill. So there's, yeah, I think this is such a beautiful deck. So that's the Witch's Grimoire, that's volume 1. So volume 2 is the Witch's Grimoire Oracle of Gemstone and Crystal Magic. So diving into the magical pages of Witch's Grimoire. This is the chocolate brown. Oh my goodness. So gorgeous. I love that I'm getting some more of these travel ones because, yeah, sometimes I don't have somewhere to lay the cards when I'm out, like at cafes and stuff like that, or I'm seeing friends. So I love that I'm collecting more of these. Another beautiful box. So another 52 cards. Really gorgeous. And the book. Okay. And we're going to have a look now at this. So here we have the Light of the Stones deck invocation. Let's have a look at the backs. So the backs are very similar to the first one. Let's have a look so I can show you. So same design, but it's all color coded. The cardstock, which I didn't talk about before, is like a lovely 330, I'll say, cardstock. It's got a beautiful matte lamination, which means you're not going to get any thumbprints, fingerprints, or shine, which I really appreciate. So we have the invocation for the stones, lunar crystals. So find what gems to use and what work needs to be done for the month ahead. Love that. Affirmations, a way to set yourself up for insight and continued guidance. And then the healing. So these have been really well thought. It's been very thoughtful. Words. The words are really hard today. The words are also really hard most days. Okay, so very much like the herbal, we have amber, but here we have the chakra. So this is the sacral chakra, the element, the planet or luminary, and then the zodiac sign. Awaken your strength, inner power, toughness, and might. And again, a really fun way to work with stones, to get to know them visually, but also to see them in a magical way. You know, so if I kept on pulling bloodstone, or I kept on feeling that, it's like, okay, well, this is some Mars and Aries stuff, it's earth elemental, but it's Pisces, and we're working on my root chakra. Allow courage to guide you. Where am I not being fearless? You know, so there's lots of different things, like, am I not embracing my Mars energy? Am I moving more into, like, you know, the Pisces and not my Aries energy? So there's lots of things you can do with these stones. I love Blue Lace Agate. I also love Bumblebee Jasper, because come on now, of course I do. Carnelian. And we all have, you know, stones that we absolutely love, and stones that we don't necessarily work with. And it's a nice that you can also just use these. If you don't have a crystal, say, in your collection, you can just use this card and bring that energy in with these sigils, with the image, and it really will, you know, so you don't have to go, oh no, I have to go out and buy a big ass piece of, say, golden healer now. I have a large crystal collection because I have been, found my first book on witchcraft at, 15. So I started on my path very young, and I'm still here. It was not a phase. I'm still here. I'm still doing it. And so my crystal collection I've actually given away a ton. But I also have a lot because girlfriend is, she's in her 40s now, very early 40s, but she's in her 40s now. So I've been doing this for a hot minute. So don't feel like you need to go out and get everything. Love peridot. No wonder with that Mercury. Really pretty. Okay, so versatile. Oh, sapphire, selenite, serpentine. So as you can see, these are quite regular, well-known stones. So you're not also going to be going like, oh no, how do I find all these? These are stones that many of us know and have and use in our practice. So okay, so then in the book, again, we'll have the information and a affirmation, and then the meaning of the card itself. And then I'm going to take a bet. Yep, there we go. We have this beautiful back here where we look, okay, if I'm working with my solar plexus, these are the ones I want to work on. There are the images for the different chakras, the elements, and then we have the zodiac and the planetary references as well. So just fabulous. And a little bit about how to use the deck as well, which was in the first one as well. And then deck care and connection. And there you go. So that is volume 2, whoops, the Gemstone and Crystal Magic Oracle. Okay, so volume 3 is the Fauna and Familiar Magic Oracle. And this is the one that comes with the green. Again, one of my favorite colors. This would be more like the wallpaper that I'd have, but more this color, like a brighter blue. It's so pretty. So again, yeah, this color. Oh, love it. Beautiful box. Probably getting used to the format now. Oh, that's the old book. So I do have my replacement book. All of the cardstock is the same, by the way. So if you are going to pick this deck up, just know that everything is the same all the way through when it comes to cardstock, etc. Oh, I love the bags. So pretty. And they're all standard tarot size, right? So they're all a standard deck size. So Creatures of the Wild Invocation, the Allies, Life's Wild Journey, Animal Allies, and then we move into the cards. And this is really cool because I don't think any other deck that puts all of the planets and the elements for each of the animals, which is a really interesting way also to work with this deck. Because if you were, say, working with Mercury energy or Taurus energy or Virgo, because Virgo is also, you know, Mercury, you could look at the animals that are connected to your zodiac sign and be like, oh, that's an interesting way of doing it. The only one that does that is the Micro Creatures Oracle, which I've shared before, but this has all of them. So we have the species name, and very similar to before. Brr. Bee. My rising sign, Virgo. Beta fish. Blue jay, so pretty. The bull. Butterfly. I love black cats. Chameleons. Okay, sorry, I am a bit of a weirdo with the way I say certain things. It's the ADHD. Blend in and witness others. Oh, coyote. We have so many of these around and I love them. It makes me so happy when I see them and they look so healthy. It just makes me really happy because humans suck. Kubity crab. We also have a billion of these guys. And as you can see, not all of these are going to necessarily be in your area, but a lot of the time these are animals that you'll find in oracle decks. You know, like eagle, for example. This is a bald eagle, but we have them here actually in BC. But back home we have the giant wedge-tail eagles. So you would just put your own, you know, kind of thing in it. Whereas like elephants, we don't have elephants here. But elephants are well known for their memory, for their family connection. So you can work with their magic no matter what. I love ribbons. Oh, little hedgehog. That's right, fortify your defenses. Hummingbird. Still one of my favorite things to see here are the hummingbirds because they're not back home. Jellyfish, ladybug, one of my favorite lucky signs. Of course, the owl. I love snails. I'm so weird. Snake. Spider's going to be coming up. Stag. I think because that one looks quite realistic, I'm not keen on that card. Turtle, you watch, I'm going to pull it all the time now. No, thank you. I do not like spiders. Australians don't fuck with spiders. We just kill them. Smish, smish, smish. And then again, we have the information with a affirmation, and then the card meaning as an oracle card. And at the back, we have the reference elements, the zodiac and the planets. And what an incredible offering to work with some of the major familiars, some of the major energies that witches work with, right? Which is our garden, and then our crystals, and then our familiars and animals. So this is a beautiful offering from Grounded by the Moon, and I'm so very thankful to have them in my collection, and I can't wait to work with them. Yeah, what a great companion for any witch. So this is the second edition for the Practical Magic Inner Witch Oracle, and this is the other deck that was sent to me by Grounded by the Moon. Now, I love this movie so much. I don't have many like physical CDs or CDs of things, but I have the soundtrack for this film because I love it so much. So I was sent extra little guides on the inside, from the inside, but the guide in the box was actually pretty good. And in here we have Lighting the Candle, Troublesome Ex, Death Watch Beetle, Witch's House, Garden Gate. And don't we all want that house? Like, that is just goals. We have the book, which I'll go through. You have the power to create the world that you want. You are magic. Okay, and the deck has this really cool blue vibe. And then we have symbols from the back, right? The rosemary and then the roses, the broom. And of course, this is, you know, the love spell. Okay, and then we have thank you, some spreads, which is self-care. So we even have even more spreads for this one, the Inner Witch Check-In, Element of Earth, Element of Air, Element of Fire, and Element of Water, New Moon Connection, Full Moon Connection, and then we come into the cards. So Rosemary, Luck and Tranquility. So all of these images are from the movie, and I'm so excited that we're going to get a sequel. Rose. I love this movie so much. Amos Veritas. I was in high school when this came out, and I remember going and seeing it with my best friend, and I was just like, oh my god, I love this so much. Midnight Margaritas. You put the lime in the coconut. Resurrection with whipped cream. Never a good idea. Use the whipped cream for other things, people. Climbing Rosebush. Consequences. Book of Shadows. Lineage Roots. Toad. Blood on the Moon. Tiger's Eye. My lucky tiger's eye. Black Kitten. Death Watch Beetle. The symbols. I love that explanation that is given in the movie about symbols and the power of symbols and in our beliefs in them, right? Witch's boots, cauldron, blood bond, which is hanging rope. That's cool that they had that. I mean, not cool that they needed to have that, if that makes sense, but it's cool that they, oh my gosh, the home, the dream home for every single witch. Circle around the moon, candle, letters, amethyst. Now I have the theme song running in my head, and now I really want to watch Practical Magic, divination, firefly, clear quartz, garden gate, tea, the circle, the inner circle, lilac, the phone tree, rose quartz, sparrow. So cute. That's great, I love that. And then we have our elements. So the other thing you can do is use these in your rituals as your quarters if you wanted to. Practical Magic. So, you know, I have here the little stand, and say you're doing, you know, say we're going to do a cauldron spell on the full moon. You could put these two out as a way to help you with focusing the energy of your rituals. You can have them on your altar. So just to show you how the little stands work. They're so versatile. So that is the 2nd edition Practical Magic deck. If you like what you saw, you can go and support Joseph and their work at Grounded by the Moon by following the link, well, you gotta click it in the description box below, and go and show some love to them on social media as well. Let me know in the comments which deck was your favorite. It really helps my channel, and it takes 2 seconds and it's free. And I will see you all next time.